What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to watch a live one-on-one call that I had with one of my students where we kind of go over the product criteria checklist that I have, how we actually came up with the product idea, how we actually validate the idea through different tools, and what the next steps are after you find the product, as well as kind of coming up with a draft formulation. So if you guys are on the fence of starting your own brand and you've been spending months, if not years, on trying to find your own product idea, then this video is a must watch for you. So you watch the video if you want to work directly one-on-one with me where I help you find your product, help you launch your product, and help you scale your brand in 2025 using TikTok Shop and Amazon. I left the first link in the description where you can book a call and we'll see if it's the right fit for us to work together. So without further ado, enjoy the video. Let me know how you like it. Kind of my general thought process and criteria. What I see really work in today's day and age when launching a product. So I think this is a must, which is 70% gross margins. I've seen brands really fail if anything less than that. I just think, especially if you're doing TikTok and you're giving out commissions, you're spending money on ads, product costs, all of that. If you don't have, 70%, it's going to be really hard to kind of make it work. Um, Secondly, solves a real problem. And what I mean by this is ideally some sort of insecurity or some sort of, innate human desire, right? So what I mean by this is for women, what are their top insecurities in life? Weight loss, acne, maybe bloating, periods, stuff like that, right? And so if you can position and message your product against one of those, insecurities or, desires to look good or whatever it is, the better, right? Just anything that people would pay a lot of money to solve. Existing viral angles, what I mean by this is so, for example, if I'm launching like an acne product, I want to be able to go on TikTok, I want to be able to go on Reddit or Twitter and see that people are already kind of talking about this topic, right? That way I can basically just tap into the existing demand. I can see what viral angles or viral hooks or viral videos have happened for this specific product or topic, and I can just replicate that for my own product. um, Unique in some sort of way. So a lot of people think you have to create, a brand new product that has never existed before. But I'd see like the best brands ever basically just take something that's working and either talk about it in a different way. Maybe they're speaking to, woman instead of men, talking about different angles or better packaging or, yeah, targeting a different demographic, right? So I'll show you guys like two examples of what I mean by this. So this one is, I'll show you three examples. So this is one of my favorite examples to use. This brand's called Primal Queen. They're basically a beef supplement, right? I don't know if you guys remember Liver King, right? He was really big, probably like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and
Yep.
beef liver supplements were really big. And so if you go on Amazon, you type in beef supplement or whatever, you'll see that a lot of the listings are extremely masculine packaging, right? Doesn't cater to women. This brand came along. All they did was, made super feminine packaging, targeted women, and you see that all their messaging is talking about why their product is good for women and good for their health, right? And they're doing like $5 million a month. Um, an example of changing, form factor is Grooms, right? So Grooms is basically you guys know the company AG1 Athletic Greens?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I'm not familiar with it.
Athletic Greens, basically it's how do you explain it? Like a greens powder plus like a multivitamin all in one, super popular. Grooms basically came to the market, was like, okay, let's just put AG1 in a gummy form because no one actually likes taking greens powder, right? So all they did was they tweaked the form factor, which they went from powder and then they created a gummy. And now Grooms is worth $500 million and they started like 2 years ago. It's crazy. And so it doesn't have to be anything like revolutionary. Sometimes all it takes is identifying why people don't like a specific aspect of your product and then creating a solution out of it, you know? I'll show you guys one more example. Is Jolie. Honestly, this is one of my favorite, I'd say ecom brands just because I think their model is so great. They kind of take that whole, printer ink, Nespresso machine model where you basically buy a piece of hardware up front and they charge you, a subscription on the back end to keep using the product. So, for printers, you have to keep buying the ink to use the printer, right? For Nespresso machines, you have to keep buying the pods to use the machine. Um, and so these guys came to the market was like, hey, shower filters hasn't been disrupted in a long time. Everything on the market is super ugly. So why don't we just make a super beautiful shower filter that people are actually proud, to show off to their friends, family, whoever comes into the bathroom. And let's really go heavy into positioning it as like a beauty tool, right? So if you look at their entire website and marketing, it's all about how your shower water is super, super contaminated, and that's messing up your skin, your hair. That's what's causing your breakouts, right? But shower filters have been around for so long. All they did was they found a unique angle, made it look pretty, and now they're doing like crazy, crazy, crazy numbers. And the thing is too, what this does, and this kind of goes back to what I was talking about earlier with solving like an insecurity, right? If you look up Amazon or other shower filters, they don't really talk about this problem of acne or better skin or better hair, right? But these are the things that people are spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars every single year to try to solve, Show you one more example. It's like my favorite thing to talk about. Um, there's a brand called Clean Skin Club. All they sell is face towels, right? So their entire angle is your towel is a breeding ground for bacteria. So why would you put that on your face, right? So instead of using a normal towel, use our product and you won't have breakouts, right? The most simple product of all time, and they're the best selling, one of the best selling products in Target nationwide, you know? So point of the story is if you can find something that's maybe old and hasn't been disrupted or modernized in a very long time, how can you then take that, make it look pretty maybe, and then angle it towards something, a problem that people are already spending thousands of dollars on, so like for example, if I was selling, I don't even know, I can't come up with something. Yeah, I'll think of an example later. Cool, does that make sense?
Yep.
Yep.
Sweet. And then last but not least, has subscription built in. Like this is a must. Do not do anything that is a one-time purchase, meaning, someone buys it once. Like for example, don't launch like a mattress or something. If someone buys a mattress, chances are they're not going to buy a mattress ever again. So just launch something that's, something that runs out and people have to buy over and over again. That's kind of how you build a valuable brand. And so I want to talk about my thought process anytime I'm considering a new idea or thinking about launching something new is what am I interested in, right? For me, I'm really interested in health, supplements. That's kind of like my niche, I would say. So I would, if I were to launch something, I would intrinsically launch something in that. I just like to do anything that's like consumables. So maybe that's in pet, maybe that's in beauty, supplements. I think those are kind of the big three categories that I would kind of focus on is oh, sorry guys, I have like really bad ADHD, so I have to show you this.
No worries.
I don't know if you guys have seen the whole trend of like mouth taping.
Mouth tape. Yep.
Um, why did mouth tape do so well? It's because someone figured out that mouth taping gives you like a better jawline or something. So it kind of goes back to taking something super normal, but then marketing it as like a aesthetic beauty thing. You guys get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, so I would always kind of think about like, launching a brand is hard enough, so you might as well do something that you guys are interested in or would use on a daily basis yourself, Um, what are you guys currently spending money on? Sometimes when I'm thinking of a new idea, I would look at my Amazon purchase, my credit card statements, kind of see what I'm buying. Because usually those are the categories, like I said, that I would focus heavily on. And then this one's super, super important. I think throughout your day-to-day life, if you can consciously notice different problems or inconveniences or complaints about, any sort of thing you're doing or products you're using, the more you're going to train your brain into noticing different opportunities, right? So, for example, if you're showering, you notice that like your shower filter pressure sucks. How can you make something better? Or if you're noticing that you're taking 10 different supplements in the morning, right? And it's such a hassle, how can you make something that combines all those into one powder, So just go about your day-to-day life thinking about like what are some inconveniences, what are some things you're like, ah, shit, like if I could just make like something for that, that's usually a really good opportunity. And those are usually the best product ideas too, in my opinion, because if you guys have that problem, chances are thousands of other people have that product as well. Problem. Um, One thing I want you guys to start doing, Anton, I don't know if you have the TikTok app downloaded on your phone.
I
You ever
do.
scroll TikTok yourself?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So one thing I want you guys to start doing is start noticing different viral videos. Anytime you scroll on TikTok, if something stops your scroll, I want you guys to ask yourself the question of like, why did this video make me stop, right? Was it because she said something or he said something? Was it something happening in the background, right? What this is going to do is it's going to start training your brain into noticing different patterns, and just helping you with content in general, especially if you're launching on TikTok Shop, right? The name of the game is how do you make videos go viral? And so if you can have an eye for spotting out different patterns or structures or why things go viral, it's going to help you a lot whenever you're launching. So you can just take like different ideas from here and there and just like piece together, like a content strategy. So that's something I want you guys to start doing is, spend 5 to 10 minutes a day scrolling on TikTok. Anytime you come across maybe a product specific video, like it, save it. So like TikTok kind of shows you more of that. I think it's also a really good tool for product research too. That's kind of how I came up with my brand idea. I came across a video of a woman who basically said she started tanning with supplements, right? Video got like 8 million views. She was holding up two bottles, and everyone in the comments of the video was like, "What brand do you use? Where did you buy it?" So obviously there was like interest. And so in the back of my head, I'm like, I know gummies are really big right now. Creatine gummies, electrolyte gummies, greens gummies. So in the back of my head, I was like, why don't I just combine these two supplements and make it a gummy, right? There was no product on the market like it, but I knew that, this video went viral so it means that if I were to launch this, I can make it go viral too. People in the comments were asking about it, right? So there's interest. And then I was like, how do I differentiate it? Just put it in a gummy. So scroll TikTok consciously. Don't go too crazy, but definitely a really good way to find products and kind of train your brain in content. So any questions so far? I know I just kind of went through a lot.
No, that's straightforward.
Okay, sick. Sweet. Let me copy and paste this over. Oh shit. All right, so top you guys got Essence Mist, hydrating milk toner, concentrated serum, reset pad. So all beauty. So talk to me about like why these products.
In terms of why we decided to go with beauty or those products specifically.
A little bit of both.
Well, I guess we kind of went through a lot of like your videos and understood like the top three of like supplements, pet, and beauty,
Mm-hmm.
and then decided to go with beauty. I mean, I'm pretty familiar with just engaging in purchasing skincare products, and I've kind of been like a guinea pig myself because I used to have like bad acne and like hyperpigmentation and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So then I just basically we used like your tactic of kind of like utilizing TikTok exploding topics and Helium 10 just to kind of like go through what was trending and then kind of what is utilized in someone's like day-to-day skincare routine
Hmm.
to try and kind of like target something that we could do differently. Like specifically, for example, like the whole like essence mist, it's like milk toners are all kind of like used in like almost like just like a bottle and you're kind of just dropping it out into your hands.
Yeah.
Where if
Did,
you
did
just
that
had
actually,
kind of like a spray, it'd be a little more convenient to use.
yeah, that actually made me think of a point. I think with TikTok, I've been seeing the importance of um, visual demonstration. And so, especially if you're launching on TikTok, if you can somehow show a clear before and after within like a 60-second video, the better. So there's this one brand, what are they called? Um, Peel, fuck, what's it called? Dr. Malaxin. There you go. So there's this one product blew up on TikTok. Um, I think they were at their peak, they were doing like $8 million a month. And every single one of the videos that were tagging the product were generating over $100,000 per video. And after seeing that, it kind of made me realize, holy shit, yeah, you're crushing it. Made me realize the importance of visual demonstration in before and after, and the importance also of how easy a product is for someone to show off. I think that is more important now than ever before, which is why I kind of love the beauty market a little bit more than the supplement market now, just because it's more it's a quicker kind of effect, right? And so with this product, anyone and their moms can promote it because what it is you basically it's like a liquid. You put it on your nose and once you scrub it in, all your blackheads come out, right? And so for someone watching that, you can clearly see the product working. And you know, a lot of people want to get rid of their blackheads. And it's visually effective, right? Super quickly within a one TikTok video. And so I think that would be kind of my deciding factor nowadays is like you got to think about where you're marketing it, right? So with TikTok, you want to show clear before and after super quickly. Is there an element of your product um that can do that for you? So yeah, that's just something to keep in mind.
Okay.
Is can how do you show the product off visually, right? Maybe I don't know if you guys have seen also like pink sauce. This was something that went mega viral maybe like 2 years ago on TikTok. It's basically a sauce that's pink, right? It probably tastes like ranch, but because the sauce was pink, it just like captured so much attention. And it went so like I've never seen like a sauce like go as viral as this, but it's literally just sauce that's pink, right? So this is vi very visually stimulating. It's different, right? People were like, "What the fuck is in pink sauce?" Like all this sort of stuff. Um, so visual, maybe if you make a drink, right? For example, that's pink or purple or like a what do you call those things? Like a drop where you put in water and then it turns like pink. So anything that you
Oh,
can
okay.
like visual, eye-catching, because you got to think about like someone is watching someone else promote your product on like a 4 by 6 iPhone screen, right? You got to be able to sell the product and leave no questions unanswered within a 60-second video. And so if you can show, yeah, before and after, uh, visually stimulating, anything that can do that, that's kind of what I would like go super,
Move towards.
yeah, 100%. Like I honestly think
Okay.
it's better than like selling supplements to be honest. Like uh,
Okay.
yeah, so I like the um beauty market a lot. There's also something called yeah. this was something that was trending. It still is trending a lot, but it's basically something that old people would put under their eyes, and instantly you can visibly see it, like their eye bags just go like right away within 30 seconds. And so this is the sort of product that I would launch. Yeah. Cool. So let's take a peep at out of the three ideas, which one are you more bullish on?
Um, hmm. Probably like the mist, or the spotless kind of serum. But I feel like if it's like in terms of like being visually captivating and seeing like kind of a before and after really quickly, like the mist, because just kind of sprayed on, your skin has a glow and stuff like that. I feel like that would be more aesthetically pleasing, a little bit quicker. But then
Yeah.
also it's like the whole PDRN is kind of like popping off like crazy. So
That's the salmon DNA thing, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. So first thing I like to look at whenever I'm researching something is TikTok. What I'm paying attention to here is like, okay, what are people talking about? What are the viral videos talking about, and what is kind of the angle, right? So for example, this video got 89,000 likes. Melting anti-aging butter onto my wrinkles to defy gravity. Okay, let's see. Okay, so based on what I saw, it's basically like a balm. You wipe it on your face and it instantly gets rid of wrinkles. So this is some shit that like would work really, really well, right? And then one thing I pay attention to a lot when I'm researching is whenever you go into a viral video, scroll the comments. Because the comment section is like a gold mine. So for example, like this right here, this beat iron stick looks like a game changer for wrinkles. Definitely need to try it. 82 likes, right? So people are agreeing with this person, like definitely need to try it. So there's demand. Of course, no wrinkles. I need to see it on a person that actually has wrinkles. Okay, so this kind of sparks like a video idea. If I were to launch
Hmm.
something like this,
Right.
I would probably seed all the product to an older demographic, and the content idea would just basically be like, just swipe the product on your wrinkles and then show it actually working, you know? Definitely need to try it out for smoother skin. I don't know what that says. Um, yeah, I don't know what that says. But I'm like, okay, this would be a great product to launch. So I would just, it's kind of like you just go down like a little like rabbit hole, right? So I found,
Hmm.
I'll go on Amazon, I'll look it up. The heck? Wow.
That is a pretty cool product, no doubt.
Yeah. See, it got you interested, huh, Anton?
Yeah,
All right. Let's see. So these guys are doing $84,000 a month on Amazon. It's pretty that honestly this is not a crazy number at all.
yeah.
So this is kind of telling me that okay, this product can go viral on TikTok. Maybe not a lot of people are promoting it. That's why it's not going crazy. So maybe this is something that you guys can come up with and blow it up, you know? That's kind of how I'm thinking about it. Yeah. I would probably charge a lot more than $14 too. Like if this actually works the way it does, I feel like you can even get away with like $49. People would pay a lot of money to get rid of their wrinkles. And that's another
Hmm.
thing is never compete on price, right? You see this as $14. I'll show you an example. Like I would probably charge $49 for something like this. You take a look at let me just type in like shower filter. Jolie's $170. You look at all these other shower filters, 44, 35, 16, 89, right? So always go for the premium. Like there's benefit in being the cheapest. There's benefit in being the most expensive. There's really never benefit like being in the middle, right? So I always try to go for the premium, charge premium prices. And obviously, you have to have good packaging, good experience, all of that, right? To warrant like a higher price, but it just gives you so much more margin to kind of to play off of. Um, Another example of this are toner pads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see this is the biggest brand. Oh my God, they're the best selling.
Yeah, they do crazy numbers.
Holy shit, that's crazy. Just on one product alone. So you can see this product is $18, right? But there's also products selling for $60. So never, and they're doing 1.8 million still. But the thing is, like, these guys have to sell 35,000 units to hit 1.8 million. These guys have to sell 268,000, right? Um, so yeah,
What's
no
strange about that though is that Medcube has got like they've got a domination strategy going on. Like there's so many different
use.
products that they have,
Yeah,
right?
where they're
They're just trying to dominate the entire sector, right?
Yeah,
So
they do a really good job with everything. They're probably doing like a couple 100 million a month, a year.
yeah,
Yeah, point of the story is that's why I also love the supplement, pet or beauty. It's the price elasticity is very great. You can charge $60 for one thing, another brand might charge $10 for one thing. But I always try to go for the premium.
mm,
Um, yeah, does that make sense?
yeah.
These guys crush it. I wonder why. They probably do a good job on TikTok. So like I would look into
Marijuana.
Geo. Okay, let's see. Yeah, they have a ton of different videos about them. Yeah, one of the things that I see, and I think I talk about this in like my videos and stuff, but the TikTok to Amazon spillover is like it's crazy. Like you can be doing like $100,000 a month on TikTok, but you can be doing like a million a month on Amazon. Just because a lot of the times people will see, a viral video like this, go on Amazon, type up the brand, type up the name of the product, and actually buy there. And what this does is Amazon's a an algorithm, right? So if I type in toner pads, the first product you see is usually the one that's bought the most under this keyword. So if someone looks up toner pads, clicks the listing and buys it, Amazon in Amazon's head, they're like, okay, people are clearly interested in this product under this word. Let's push them all the way to the top of the page, right? Because if this listing makes money, Amazon makes money. And so their natural incentive is they want to put the best selling products on the top of the main words. So anytime you see spots like this usually is the best product for that keyword, second best, third best, fourth best, fifth best, you know? And so if someone looks up, sees a video on TikTok, for example, if I'm watching this video of this GU product and I look up toner pads or GU toner pads, I click this listing and I buy it, it just ranks you super heavily high up organically on Amazon. And that's how like the big brands are kind of using the whole TikTok to Amazon strategy is what I'm seeing. Um, but yeah. So I would honestly study this too. It's like, why does this video get 50,000, 12 million views?
To work in just 7 days. In 7 days for all of her hyperpigmentation she had in the before pic to what it looks like now, it's hard for me to believe. Really,
Okay, so this angle, they're talking about hyperpigmentation, right? You use the product, you get rid of those like dark spots, hormonal acne. Mine didn't do anything. Korean skincare is top tier. No, I saw a change in 3 days for me. These work. I will never not have these wipes. Interesting. Yeah, Medicube crushes it. Another interesting strategy that I've seen brands do is like arbitraging. So what I mean by that is like if they see a product do really well on Amazon and it's not doing well on TikTok, they would just take that product, brand it, and launch it there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
A good example of this is a brand called Lemmy. And so Lemmy is owned by Kourtney Kardashian, and they crush it. All of their SKUs do really well. They kind of, is an all-in-one supplement brand. And so they created this vaginal probiotics gummy, and it was crushing it on Amazon. No brand was really doing it well on TikTok Shop. And so this brand basically said, "Hey, let us just copy the exact same product, but launch it on TikTok." And now they're crushing it. At their peak, they were doing like 1.5 million on TikTok Shop, and now obviously they're crushing it on Amazon. So if you guys see something do really well on TikTok, but it's not on Amazon yet, that could be a really good opportunity. Or if you see something doing really well on,
Vice versa.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay.
So another interesting strategy could be look at Medicube. They have probably hundreds of SKUs. What is something that is like maybe crushing it on Amazon, but not heavily promoted on TikTok that could have like a clear, before and after visual kind of demonstration, right? So I would take a look at, their entire storefront, bestsellers, overnight wrapping mask. That could be interesting. Pop and blend the capsules. Clarks acid for common redness. Like I feel like that bomb stick was super, super interesting.
Yeah, it was. If you combine that with some of the branding cues that some of these other players are using, like some of this stuff looks like you could eat it.
Yeah.
Good
PDR,
enough to eat, right? Just the
definitely.
colors.
Yeah. PDRN in the stick.
Mm,
Like, I mean, if you see a girl with skin like this, and you're someone struggling
Yeah.
with acne or fine lines, like you would be tempted to buy this. I don't even know what PDRN does.
It helps with like cell rejuvenation in the skin and like it increases collagen levels.
Really? I am creating a PDRN stick that helps with glowing skin, fine lines, and wrinkles and hydration. Help me create, tell me, help me answer these two questions. What is the main problem that my product solves? What's the question? How can I create a unique solution different than others? What is the main problem that my product solves? How can I create? Okay. Women struggle with chronically dull, dehydrated, and aging skin due to modern stressors, blah, blah, blah. Fine lines, skin that looks tired. To stand out from you need to frame your appearance as a regenerative skincare in solid form, merging convenience with clinical levels. Regenerative salmon, blah, blah, blah. Daily micro healing for skin DNA. On the go. Another thing that I would do if this is something that I would consider launching is I would download all of the 3-star, 2-star, 1-star reviews from Amazon. I would put it in ChatGPT and basically like tell me why people don't like this product or tell me why they're on the verge of loving it but don't yet, right? And then once it spits out like a bunch of answers, I would basically be like, okay, based on these learnings, help me create a product that solves these things, you know?
Okay.
PDRN stick. Take it with you on the go. A lot of different videos.
I just applied the PDRN only half face, and this is untouched, and that is PDRN look. And this is what you're gonna get
Isn't that a little too
using
like
this
oily and stuff?
PDRN by VT
Maybe just
Cosmetic. This is the stick formula. So
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm like, I want to see it on someone with actual wrinkles, you know, and see if it works.
Do you guys know what? Do you guys know?
Hold on. Something I might look up is like wrinkles before and after.
You have an event coming up in 3 days and need to get rid of your wrinkles. One day after injection, I'm getting free.
Injections. I'm trying to see if there's like a product that shows this.
Here's a pic.
Damn.
Here's a I took 3 weeks.
Yeah, so
just before.
if you guys were to launch this product, the biggest content that would be is just showing a clear before and after. Like you can have someone cover half their face, right? And be like, okay, this is what it looks like before. And then like they lift their hand and like this is what it looks like after applying the product, you know? So just anything that's before and after shows quick demonstration, that would usually work really well. Let's see what PDRN. Medicube PDRN. I don't know what that is. PDRN serum. This is a very interesting, bro. I would look really into this one. This is cool.
Okay.
Like for example, this is the best-selling product. Here, let me just type in PDRN and see what the best sellers are. And so sometimes what I'll do is seen this 3 times now. Like what's a capsule cream? Holy shit. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is this? You guys seen this before?
Yeah, I've come across this before.
What the hell is capsule cream?
Like the capsules like burst open a bit.
I mean, that would be extremely visual for TikTok.
Yeah.
Every time I talk about skincare, I get foundation allegations. This right here is Medicue's PDRN capsule cream. This focuses on skin rejuvenation. This is their niacinamide capsule cream. If you have dark marks and hyperpigmentation, this cream is perfect. This right here is their vitamin C.
Like imagine you're swiping and you see like a skincare product that looks like this, like you're gonna want to know what it is,
Capsule
right?
cream. This one focuses on evening out your skin tone and giving you that glowy effect. I like to use all of them, but paying $100 for them is absolutely crazy. But currently on the TikTok.
Wait, so does it pop or I'm so confused.
We know by now that Medicube is ahead of the game. Advanced skincare. The Exome shot blew me away. Do that. Oh my God. All of their products, that cream also has one of these. For sanitary purposes, it says you're gonna scoop it up, put it on the back of your hand, and bust the little capsules, okay? And get it mixed up before you put it on your face. So do that. Oh
Yeah,
my
this
goodness.
could be interesting. If you can come up with like a capsule cream for like a very specific like wrinkles or hyperpigmentation or anything that can be fixed quickly with their product, um, that would be money. Like this just looks incredible. You know, like I want to eat this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks awesome. Like it makes me want to eat it. I'll try it for one. Yeah, well, that's awesome. I would look into that for sure too. Where were we? But cool. So what I would do, is okay, let's say this is something that's interesting, right? Forget how exactly you download reviews. I think you go here. Here. And just copy this in ChatGPT. I'll be like, this product does 100K a month on Amazon. Help me answer these two questions. What is the main problem this product solves? Why are people buying this product so much? What are things people don't like about the product? Or missing where they're on the verge of loving it. Modern consumers want a quick, portable, high-impact to boost that addresses multiple skin aging issues. Okay, skin aging, fine lines, loss of dullness. Anton, you struggle with this at all, or you got pretty good skin yourself?
No, you know what? I'm lucky. I got good Jamaican genes, man.
Oh yeah, man.
But the thing that blew me away is that I actually watched like, skincare for me from my generation is like moisturizer is like water. All right. Put water on your face, you're moisturized, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
shave, you're moisturized.
yeah.
But I
Hmm.
watched this guy go from a an acne situation to like having the skin level that he has now. And it just blew my mind, the process and the commitment that it took to get there, right?
Yeah,
So if you can make that easier for somebody else, like that's a winner for sure.
100%. Um, yeah. Without layering multiple serums slash creams or carrying bulky bottles. Touch
Kind
up.
of like a all in one.
VT positions it as an all-in-one balm, essence, serum, cream, moisturizer, makeup cleanser. So instead of putting your moisturizer on, all you got to do is just put this. It's
Yeah, pretty much.
all-in-one convenience. That's really good to know, right? Hydrates, glows, plumps. I don't know what else grows like, but just a quick touch up all in one. Okay. Melts right into like I would call this like a like a butter. Like if I were to
Butter.
this, I would say like I don't know, PDRN butter bomb. Like something that makes you like feel some sort of emotion, like melts right into the skin, right? Like I would
Mm,
super heavily into that. Like a butter bomb or like a cloud bomb. I don't know. Just but something like that kind of plays into this whole melts right into the skin. So ensure the main product deliver a compact, effective anti-aging and hydration boost, especially during the day or in between skincare steps. Why are people buying this? Unique format and convenience. The stick is in travel friendly versus serums and droppers. Touch up tech is a growing trend. People want something portable to rehydrate or refresh skin. It combines multiple steps, serum, glow, cream into one. Buzzworthy, the glass skin dewy effect is appealing. It also pairs support active, which one's feeling of premium formula. Korean beauty, social proof. Okay, well, people don't like. Okay, let's see. Because it's superficial talk, it will have limited impact on melting. Why matter? Offer better volume fillable system or stick plus backup. I'm sure you can come out with like a really like this doesn't look like cool, I would say. Like if you guys can come out with like a really cool kind of packaging format, like I feel like that could be a winner. Like for me, I'm like a sucker for bright, bright colors, kind of like Metacube, right? So I would probably
Mhm.
more of that direction in terms of branding and packaging, bright colors, and I would probably come out with like a really like stick. Like, can you come out with like I don't know, what is something like a beauty stick packaging or something? Oh. See if this kind of gives me any ideas. Like even that like stock looks kind of better to me
Mhm.
than the other. But I would kind of see if there's anything. Oh, you know what I just thought of? You guys remember those like lip balms? That's like a little twisty cap. What's that thing called? An Evos? Yes. Like,
Oh, okay.
like that could be a cool format. That kind of gives like a nostalgic thing because I feel like every single girl has had one of these. But so
Yep.
got like that, and it's like just brand it, put it on. That could be cool. So yeah, these are the things I kind of think about. Like obviously this is a later thing, but it's something, yeah, right here. Like some shit like this would be kind of cool. This is something that I think about like how can I make it unique, different, and just like fun to use with bright colors. Yeah. So let's go back here. Um, no wow immediate difference for some of you. The skin is very aged and boost mode formula pairing, peel and stick are visible. Leads people to drop. Okay. So what I would probably say is like I am looking to create a similar product as this based on all the pain points about what people don't like. Help me create a clinically dosed formula for my product. Give me a unique form factor. Um, what else? This product will mainly be sold on TikTok Shop, so I need it to have a quick visual before and after, and something that people can see a clear visual demonstration from a 60-second TikTok video. Um, I need it to, I need the formula to get rid of the wrinkles as fast as possible. Hmm. Instant wrinkle eraser balm. Watch your fine lines disappear in seconds and stay gone daily use. On the go. Dual core inner core concentrated instant filler forming that melts on contact outer ring. What does this mean? A dual core bomb stick inner core concentrated instant filler that melts on contact and blue wrinkles. Visibly show fine lines around and fill it instantly. Skin glows. This design creates visual separation. Great for TikTok close and sports a two-step in one swipe. The course news. Okay, cool. It's right here. I always like to use like ChatGPT to kind of build up like a based formula. So whenever I'm like actually reaching out to manufacturers, I can just send them this, and a lot of the times they'll just come back to me and be like, okay, I don't think we should include this, or the formula might be actually too expensive, and so we should remove like these ingredients. It's not necessary, right? But I always just like to kind
Okay.
initially with ChatGPT. Visual hook for TikTok, instant film, Titans, transparent center. What does this mean? Cooling metal tip. Boost depuffing. What does the dual core mean? I have no idea what this means. A dual core stick is a solid skincare format where the stick is made up of two visible layers that serves different functions. Inner core, usually different color, texture, and other phase of folds. When you twist the stick up, you can see a con, for example, a white clay sand inside a pearl. Like this?
Yeah, it looks like it.
It looks like it's just been mixed. Yeah.
Oh, so it's basically just a stick then, right?
Yeah.
Got it. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, any questions on this? I know I kind of went through a lot, but
No, this is very straightforward actually.
yeah. So yeah, this is kind of like the thought process I go through. It's like I just always think about always have the visual, how do we actually present this and market this on the top of your head whenever you're thinking about product ideas, and then just kind of research like, okay, can we make better content? Can we make better packaging? What are things that people aren't currently liking about the current solutions that we can incorporate into our product? And then like look on TikToks and see kind of like what people are already talking about. I look in the comment section and look at like pay attention to the different kind of content angles and how people are actually using to sell this product. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the catch though, because how you apply stuff is a big deal.
100%.
Like you look at some of the serums, and I know it's a process that people go through to just drop the serum on their face and let it run down their face and all that stuff, but that's a lot of waste, right?
Okay, right now I'm like gonna skip everything and I'm just gonna apply this stick, which is PDRN stick. Sometimes I just don't want to do anything. Like I'm like really late. I had a like all like busy day. I just double washed. I just put the toner pad, and I'm just gonna put this one instead of putting.
So like it's a moisturizer plus a fine line plus, so it's basically like an all-in-one thing, huh?
And
Yeah, it's like a hybrid product.
I already see like an image that you guys can do. It's like, you're paying for a moisturizer, a serum, a toner, a something for fine lines, which is all in all, it's like $250. Our product's only 50, right? But it has all
Mm,
options. So that should be an easy sell too.
yeah. Okay.
it's perfect.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of how this looks. Like, I think you guys can make something so much better looking. Yeah, this is what I would.
Yeah, it looks like you're taking an underarm stick and using it on your face.
Yeah,
You know,
I think there's definitely you can make it so much prettier.
If your worst enemies are smile lines, smokers lines above your lips, hollow under eyes, don't even think about getting filler. This was my skin in March of 2024 at 46 years old. I used nothing but bar soap on my face and contemplated filler on a regular basis.
This video is awesome. You can tell why I did well. Like 3 million views.
If your worst enemies
Like very clear before. Like if you're someone that saw this video and you're like, oh shit, like this is what my skin looks like.
smile
Like
lines,
you're gonna keep
lines
watching.
above your lips, hollow under eyes, don't even think about. Your skin lacks calcium and collagen, and Dr. Malaxin has nailed it with this dual formula that is designed to mimic what fillers do by restoring your skin's lost volume. I'm gonna use the calcium volume bomb.
Like another angle you can take is like, this is nature's filler. This is nature's, right? Instead of spending $1,000 every single time to go to the dermatologist and get Botox, like why would you not just get this $50 stick and you get an instant result, right? So those are the kind of things I'm thinking about. Like, how do I actually market this? And by watching videos like this, I can like pick up on different angles that I can take.
Wherever you have.
Honestly, I love this
Here's
product.
where
This is something that I would launch for
You're
sure.
gonna take these clear paths.
Like if the product is actually, if it actually works, there's like no reason why it shouldn't go viral because all the virality is already out there.
Yeah.
And this is something that everyone and their moms can promote. I can promote it, my mom can promote it, my grandma can also promote it, right? And that's like something I also learned over the past year. It's like you want a product that's also very easy for creators to just know how to make videos for. Instead of maybe like you're selling like a Shilajit supplement, right? It's very hard. It's harder to have everyone be able to promote it. But yeah, guys, any questions?
Yeah.
I would so what I would do is I would definitely look into like I'll send you guys, sorry, my laptop is being so slow. But I'll send you guys the ChatGPT sheet and I want you guys to kind of like dissect like why people are actually buying this. What are the areas of improvement and kind of put together like a very basic formula. And
Okay.
what I usually do after is once I'm like, okay, I have like a holistic view of the market, right? I know why people are buying this. I know what my product is somewhat going to look like. I understand the different content angles. So I would kind of write all that down, different content angles on, how I'm thinking of promote it. I would save videos that I see on TikTok. Next step is I would just say, help me find contract manufacturers that can produce my product on a large scale. Help me write a manufacturer outreach template, including my formula. Ask about MOQ, lead time. MOQ is minimum order quantity.
Minimum order quantity. Yeah.
Lead time, estimated pricing. Keep it short, sweet, into the point. Honestly, for something like this, it might be better. I don't know, but it might be interesting to look into like Korean manufacturers. I feel like that.
Yeah, we got a list of them.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. We're actually going to run that by you to see whether or not we should look into getting it product manufactured in Korea, or if we should stick to the US.
It just depends on costs, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I always like to work backwards. So for example, if I'm thinking of selling this product for $39, right? And I'm trying to have a 70% margin after cost of goods, packaging, any sort of like shipping, then like I
Mhm.
just work backwards. I'm like, okay, $39, 0.7. Oh no, am I doing this math wrong? Yeah, it's 0.3. So my product can't be more than $11, right? Ideally, I think this product should be anywhere from like maybe $6, is my guess, 6, 7. Um, and sorry, $6 or $7. And I would never kind of budge on that number. So I would just always like work backwards and kind of stick to that, stick to that number. Um, and so I would create a Google Sheet once you kind of do everything. Let me see, one of these dual core challenge. The biggest challenge is children. So Korea, you got US, Korea, Korea, Korea. Yeah, so it looks like it's either like Korea or the States is
Or the States.
so I would ask ChatGPT a lot for recommendations, or you can
Mhm.
just EDRN manufacturers USA. Just kind of skim through every single one of these and see if they're like manufacturers or I don't know, this doesn't look right. This doesn't look right either. Okay, this looks interesting. And so what I would do is just I would oh, you have to schedule a call. Oh, so what I would do is once you kind of have your outreach template, so for example, for these guys, thepuresource.com, I would go on your Google Sheet, PDRN stick manufacturers, name, website. And I would just put every single one of these manufacturers on this sheet. Ideally, you should reach out to at least 20, I would say. And the way I pick manufacturers is like how much, honestly, just how much do I like them, right? Can I call them at like 5 p.m. on a Tuesday and they pick up my call, right? Do they have good service? Do they reply to my messages quick? Because you kind of want to stick with one manufacturer and build like a really solid relationship with them. Like right now, for example, our manufacturer, they give us net 20 terms. And so we don't actually have to pay for our runs 20 days after our inventory lands, right? So it helps our cash flow a lot. And so you really just want to pick someone that you guys like, right? So it's more so like a gut thing. Like, do you like this person or do they have good service, etc. So go through each of these manufacturers, right? Click this. I just told it to write me a very simple outreach template. So I'll put that over here. And what the heck is this? Yeah, just kind of go through each one of these. I think it should be pretty straightforward. Put them on the
Mhm.
list, and just reach out to them. Once you kind of have like the formula, you understand everything, all that sort of stuff. Alrighty, you made it all the way to the end of the video. If you guys watched it all the way to the end, let me know in the comments if you like videos like this where I kind of do like a raw, just like Zoom recording and upload it. I feel like it's pretty helpful. Let me know if you guys like it as well in the comments. But if you made it to the end, thanks so much. And if you want to work directly one-on-one with me, where we basically hop on a call that you just watched, find your product, find your manufacturers, design your brand, launch it, and scale it, First link in the description. You know what to do. Book a call. You know, it's no pressure at all. We just kind of want to see if it's the right fit, whether or not we can actually help you out, see what your goals are, your motivations are to start a brand, and we can basically get started right away. So if you're interested, click that first link in the description, fill out like a really quick application form, and yeah, until then, see you in the next video. Peace.